Many years ago, in the busy lands of Anambra State, there lived a young man whose name was Okudilindaiwe. But the people did not call him by that name. They called him Deriko Nomoma, a name that once sent fear across the streets of Onitsha. This is the story of how he rose, how he fell, and the lesson his life still teaches us today. A boy of the streets. Okudili was not born a monster. Like many boys in the city, he grew up in hardship. His father struggled, his mother's love was not enough to shield him from poverty, and soon he found himself among street boys, picking pockets, running errands, and surviving by small tricks. At first, it was only petty crime. But little by little, he grew bold. And as the saying goes, when a small flame is not quenched, it can turn into a wildfire. The shadow of Chijina. At that time, another man ruled the underworld. His name was Chijina. He was feared far and wide, a man known for cruelty. Stories about him were told in whispers, stories that made even grown men tremble. Deriko learned under his shadow. But two lions cannot rule the same jungle. Their friendship soon broke, and betrayal entered between them. In a fight for power, Chijina struck Deriko's family. Deriko, filled with anger, hunted him down and brought his rule to an end. The people thought Deriko had done a great thing, and some even called him a hero. But the boy they celebrated that day was no longer the same. In ending Chijina's reign, a darker fire entered his heart. The Emperor of Fear. With Chijina gone, Deriko became the new ruler of terror. He robbed banks, attacked travelers, and commanded gangs that no policeman could control. Families in Onitsha slept with fear. Traders could not open their shops with peace of mind. Travelers prayed before their journeys. Deriko's name was like a dark cloud hanging over Anambra. Once, it was said, he attacked a bus filled with innocent passengers. Such was the height of his cruelty that people wept and cried to God for deliverance. Even the government could not stop him. The police chased him, but he always slipped away. The Bekasi boys arrive. When the people could no longer endure, they turned to a feared vigilante group known as the Bekasi Boys. These were not ordinary men, they were seen as warriors of justice. They did not believe in long talks. They believed in swift action. They came to Onitsha with one mission, to end Deriko's reign. For a while, he escaped them. But no one runs forever. The fall of a mighty man. One day, as he traveled in a bus towards Onitsha, the Bekasi boys stopped the vehicle. Deriko tried to flee, but his time had come. He was captured. Crowds gathered to see the once great terror brought low. Deriko begged, pleaded, and confessed, but the people had had enough. His chapter was closed at Akanja Market in July 2001. The city that once feared him finally breathed again. The lesson of Deriko. Deriko Nomoma's story is not just the story of a robber. It is the story of how choices shape destiny. He was once a boy like every other boy, full of dreams, full of hope. But he chose the wrong path. He allowed anger, betrayal, and greed to turn him into something the world feared. And in the end, the same path he walked became the path that ended his journey. A word for today. To the young listening to this story, remember: no man who walks the path of evil ever wins in the end. Power built on fear never lasts. Betrayal, greed, and wickedness may rise for a time, but justice, sooner or later, always comes. Deriko Nomoma was once called the king of the underworld, but today, he is remembered only as a warning. So let every man, woman, and child learn this. It is better to live humbly with peace, than to rise with terror and fall with shame. Please like, share, comment and follow for more stories.